Let's get set up with LT. First, you need to log in to your administration pages, and then we'll create a new course. Just click the plus button next to Courses and enter the details that you want for your course. And then select Create. The quickest way to get content into your course is to select pre-made lessons and labs from the content library. I can use the search bar and search for topics that I know I want to teach. To see whether the content is relevant to me, I can preview it by selecting the Preview button. I can move through the pages of the lesson, and select the X when I've seen enough. If I'd like to use the content, I can select Add to Modules. Now it's time to customize this content. I can go into my lessons list, and I see that I have both the lab and the pre-lab listed here. I know I want to customize the lab, so I'm going to select it, and then open the lesson. Now all I need to do is select this Edit button to have access to all of the editing tools that I need to customize the lesson. So you might decide that you want to add a learning objective, and you can just type that in. Or you might choose to update some image that you'd like to see in your course. You can also decide to delete any pages or reorder the content if you have certain activities that you want your students to do first. Once I've completed the edits to my lesson, I will close it, and it's now ready to be published so that students can see it. Before I publish the lesson so it's available to students, I need to invite students to my course. I can do that by going to the Student Accounts card and selecting Import. I've pre-prepared a CSV file with all of my students' emails and information. So I can just select that file, open it, and all of that information gets uploaded to LT. I can choose to invite my students to the course now or do it later. In this case, I want to do it now. So I'll leave the Invite Emails Now checkbox selected and then select Import. And now my students have been invited to my course and I can publish content to them. I want to publish the endocrine physiology lab that I just edited, but I want it to be paired with the pre-lab as well. So I'm going to publish it as a module, which links the two lessons together. I've selected the endocrine physiology module, and I'd like my students to complete the pre-lab prep before they gain access to the lab. So I can select Edit Module here and check the box that says Students must complete lessons in order. And you'll notice a little lock icon here to indicate that. Then I'll finish editing my module by selecting Done, and now all I need to do is select Publish. When I do this, I can choose to add the module to my schedule and set its availability later, or I can make the content available to my students now, which is what I will do. If you decide that you want to change the availability of the lesson later, you can do this by visiting Schedule View, which displays all of the published content. Here you can modify the available from and due dates for both the modules and lessons via the calendar modal. In the Schedule view, you make the lesson available or unavailable instantly by using this toggle. And I can also double-check my work by selecting this Student View button. This always takes you to the student's homepage, so you can see exactly what your students can see. So now you know how to create a new course, import content, customize content, invite students, and publish content to those students as well. We hope you enjoy using LT.